Astros got the holiday barbecue going early. Here we go, top of the first. The Astros, Ty Gainey hits one up the middle off Ron, oh my darling. Bill Doran rounding third. The throw from Mookie, not in time. 1-0 Houston. They had another run, 2-0 after one. But Ed Hitman Hearn does it with a shot off Dim to Shays. It is gone. A home run, 2-1 Mets. Bottom of the fifth. Darryl Rhubarb Strawberry jumps all over this pitch. It's gone. We are tied at 3. We move that way into extra innings. Top of the 10. Boom! Phil Garner pinch hitting against Jesse Orosco. Back. It is gone, and the Astros lead it 5-3. But on the bottom of the 10th, Frank DiPino on in relief for the Astros. Strawberry up. Does he get it? Yeah. He stands and watches it, and forget it. Back. It's way back. 5-5. Hallinier not pleased in the dugout. Then, 2 outs later, Ray Knight struck out 4 straight times. Home run. 5th time up. Way back. And the Mets have come up with 3 in the bottom of the 10th inning and have won in dramatic fashion over the Houston Astros by the score of 6-5. The Mets 22, or I should say 32 above 500. They have won 7 in a row. And just no stopping him. Jesse Orosco, I mean, he comes in for 1 inning, gives up the 2-run shot, but gets the win. DiPino gets the loss. A lot of strikeouts in this game. The Shays had 11 in 7 innings for the Astros. Darling, 9 in 9 for the Mets. But it was long ball that provided the Mets with that victory margin, 6-5 over the Astros. So, as we speak, the Astros and Giants are tied for first in the National League West. The Giants can go into first with a win tonight at the Stick over St. Louis. And they are 0-0 in the top of the 4th inning. Matthews for the Cards tonight. Mike Krukow looking for win number 10 for the Giants. The Giants have added a second veteran lefty to their pitching staff. Joining Vita Blue will be lefty himself, Steve Carlton, who actually pitched his best ball this season in 2 outings for the Phillies against the Giants. Maybe the swirling winds of Candlestick are what the doctor ordered to aid Carlton's ailing curveball. The Giants will pay him the minimum salary. The Phils pick up the rest of his $1.1 million tag, so not much of a monetary gamble for the Giants, and Carlton will start for San Francisco Sunday against the Cardinals. Greg.
The Atlanta Braves began the night just 2 games off the pace in the tight National League West. They were in no mood to lose ground as they were home to the Montreal Expos. Game started as a game of missed opportunities. Top of the 3rd, no score, 2 on, no outs for the Expos. George Wright, base hit to right. Joe Hesketh rounds 3rd. Holds up for some reason. He could have scored easily. Instead, Expos have the bases loaded with nobody out after Andre Dawson struck out. Hubie Brooks bounces to the mound for a 1, 2, 3 double play. The Expos stranded 11 men on the night. Braves also missed early chances. Glenn Hubbard, base hit into left field in the 3rd inning. Kenny Oberkfell waved around from 2nd, but Timmy Raines comes up throwing. His throw is high, but it's early, and the tag is made, and he is out. Bottom of the 5th, 2 out. Montreal leads at 1-0. Here come the Braves. Ken Griffey, base hit into right field. Oberkfell trots home from 3rd. Andre Dawson throws, trying to get Glenn Hubbard. He's in ahead of the tag, and the Braves lead it 2-1. Atlanta with some insurance in the 8th with 2 out. Rafael Ramirez threw the pitcher and into center field. Bob Horner comes around to score, and the Braves lead it 3-1. But Montreal threatens in the top of the 9th. 2 out. The tying run at the plate. Gene Garber comes on, throws 1 pitch. Andre Dawson grounds to short, and the force at second ends the threat and the game. The Braves win it 3-1 on just 4 hits. David Palmer went 8 2/3 innings for the win. He struck out 9 for his 5th victory of the year. Hesketh the loser, and Gene Garber with that 1 pitch. Garner save number 9. Meanwhile, Chicago at San Diego. They are now in the 7th inning, and the Padres leading the Cubs by a score of 2-1. Dennis Eckersley against Lamar Hoyt in this game. Chris Spire, the game's only home run, his 4th of the year with none on in the 5th inning for Chicago.
2 teams try to pry themselves out of the depths of their respective division standings, squared off at the Vet as the Reds paid the Phils a holiday visit. Largest crowd thus far in the majors, fireworks night. 61-475 at the Vet tonight. Bottom of the 1st, Mike Schmidt providing some fireworks for the fans. Runners at the corners. Boom! Mike Schmidt goes down and gets the pitch from former teammate John Denny. This thing gets out of there in a hurry. It will be 4-0 Phillies after 1. Top of the 8th, the Phils lead at 5-2. Bo Buenos Diaz hits one off rookie pitcher Bruce Ruffin. Dave Concepcion scores from 3rd. All of a sudden, the Reds have cut it to 5-3. But comeback, no, sir, not on fireworks night. John Russell with home run number 6 off reliever Scott Terry. Way back there. It is gone. And the fans, the fireworks, everybody happy except for Red manager Pete Rose. So, not a good way for the Reds to start an 11-game road trip as the Phillies beat them 7-3. And Bruce Ruffin, the man that replaced Carlton as a starter in the rotation for the Phils, gets his first Major League win. Denny, the starter and loser for the Shreds. Meanwhile, at Los Angeles, remember Rick Russell was a pinch runner yesterday afternoon for Pittsburgh? It obviously took the wind out of his sails because the Dodgers came up with 5 in the bottom of the first. They lead the Pirates 5-2 in L.A. in the third. Bob Ebony Eyes Welch starting the game for Los Angeles. The Pirates have a homer from Reynolds, his 7th of the year. Plenty more yet to come on this pre-holiday edition of the Sportscenter, including a big name on the PGA Tour. Game involving the Eastern Division leading Red Sox home once again to the Toronto Blue Jays. We'll pick it up in the 4th inning. Jesse Barfield of Toronto tags oil can Boyd.
There it is.
Deep into the Boston Knight and over the Green Monster and out who knows where for a 2-0 Toronto lead. In the 5th inning, Oil Can serves up the gopher ball to Rance Mullenix, who drives. Dwight Evans goes back and can't get there in time. Home run number 9 of the year for Mullenix, 5-2 Toronto. Boston trying to keep it close in the 6th. Jim Rice ties into a John Cerruti fastball for his 8th of the year into the screen. And the Red Sox are down 5-3, but in the 7th, Rance Mullenix again. This time against Mike Brown, the drive down the right field line curls around the foul pole. 6-3 Blue Jays, and then just 2 batters later, that manned Barfield again. Number 2 on the night, number 21 on the year. This one is also over the screen and out into the streets. The 2-run shot makes it 8-3 Toronto. Boston closed to 8-5 and threatened in the 8th with a man on. Wade Boggs with a drive to right. Mark Eichhorn delivered the pitch. Jesse Barfield goes up and makes the grab, robbing Wade Boggs of a home run, and the Blue Jays hold on. Right field scoring. Ken Oberkfeld. Rudy wins his 4th, and the Oil Can loses his 6th. An early evening start at Yankee Stadium today for the Yankees Tigers contest turned into something of a home run derby, each team knocking out 2. Bottom of the 1st inning, Claudell Washington, the new Yankee, tags Eric King for a drive to right field, and Kirk Gibson can only watch it go. Washington's first homer as a Yankee makes it 2-0 New York. In the 2nd, Darnell Coles rips an Alfonso Polito screwball down the left field line. Dan Pasqua having trouble with it down in the corner. Trouble enough for Chet Lemon to come around and score as Detroit ties the game at 2 apiece. In the bottom of the 2nd, watch Dan Pasqua. A drive to left center field, and Lemon gives chase. He will run out of room, and the ball comes down on the other side of the fence. Number 5 of the year for Pasqua. The Yankees lead it 3-2. Still in the 2nd, Ricky Henderson. A drive down the right field line that will bounce in fair territory, and then into the seats. Mike Pagliarulo and Willie Randolph scored. Claudell Washington single brought Henderson around to give the Yanks a 6-2 lead. Detroit got home runs from Darrell Evans and Alan Trammell, not nearly enough to overcome the Yankees, who won at 9-5. Polito wins his 1st, Eric King loses his 1st, and Dave Righetti with save number 18. His pitching took the night off, Greg, in the American League, because if you want more offense, here we go. Tonight's Twins-Orioles tilt from the Homer Dome. Bottom of the 3rd inning, Steve Lombardozzi with a drive off Mike Boddicker. And look at this man. He's going to barehand it. Bad move. I mean, he just ends up, doesn't get the ball. Gets a bruised head. It's 1-0. After the Orioles had tied it, Roy Smollett bloops to left field. Juan Beniquez cannot get it. Tom Bernansky will try and come home on Beniquez. Save! 2-1 Twins. Top of the 5th. 1 on, 1 out. Kent Hrbek. Can he play defense? Yeah! Makes the stab and gets back to first in time to complete the double play. Hrbek playing for the first time in a week with an injury. Bottom of the 6th inning. Couple guys on. Ron Washington, fly ball to the left. Beniquez is back. It is off the glass. But wait a minute. This ball isn't played. Here comes Bush. He scored. Hrbek scores. Washington's going to try for an inside the park home run. The relay. It is not in time. Guy had 2 ribbies all year. He had 4 tonight. 7-1 Twinks. Meanwhile, in the 7th inning, can Hrbek hit 2? Yeah. I mean, it looks like an excuse-me swing. And where is it? 400 feet later, it's gone. The Twins led it 9-1. The Orioles came back to make it 11-7 and very interesting. But Minnesota wins it by a score of 11-7. Mike Boddicker was 10-1. He's now 10-4. Bert Beholm Bly Levin, the starter and winner for the Twins, who evens his mark at 7-all. Chris.